Tuesday, February 3rd, and we get an amazing slate of games in the NBA and some good matchups in college basketball as well. And in this video, you are going to get the 4 best player props for that entire slate, not to mention the Sportsbook play of the day. Who's going to win? Who's going to lose? The unders, the overs, all of that in this video. And one of you could go home with all of the profits from the Sportsbook play of the day that I'm putting $100 of my own money on just from being here. So make sure you're paying attention. Make sure you're locking in and get ready to go bananas.
Sub to the channel, we drop picks on the daily, dropping knowledge every day, and you don't have to pay me, we just keep stacking wins while the rest moving lazy.
Had another amazing day on Monday, greening out a ton of plays to include the free Sportsbook play from yesterday's video, so one of you will win the profits from that play. Now, I did end up putting a whole $1,000 on that play, but if we break it down, $100 would mean $80 of profit, 86 to be exact. So one of you in this video, I'll round it up, will get $90 just from liking yesterday's video. So go on ahead and like this one too. Smash that like button. 100 likes on this video. Everybody that comments below has a chance to win all of the profits if and when that Sportsbook play at the end of the video inevitably hits. Now, if you're new here, if you haven't already, I don't know what you're waiting for. I don't know what more I can do for you, but go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I give away money every single day. I give away winners every single day. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss a free play drop. But the single most important thing that you can do for yourself is going down below, visiting my buddy Stan, because he's got ways you can lock in all of these plays and not come out of pocket at all. My buddy Stan below is going to send you over to my Stan.store. I know it's very clever that I say that, but this is exactly how you can lock in these plays for absolutely free. You got 3 different ways, really 4 different ways where you don't even have to deposit any money and you'll still walk away with some in your account on these apps. Sleeper, code FFAPE, you get a free $20. Chalkboard, code APE, you get a free $20. Betr, code FFAPE, you get a free $10. Dabble, free $10 with code FFAPE. ONYX odds is giving you a free $15, and if you deposit just $10, you also get $100 in bonus bets as well. And then you can always bet 5 and get 50 over on Prizepicks with code FFAPE. Tons of ways, 6 different ways for you to lock in these plays and either not come out of pocket at all or very minimally come out of pocket. I do highly recommend going all in on those deposit matches, though, because it's super, super important, an easy way to build your bankroll. I also recommend getting more than one. Diversify your funds because each app has its own perks, its own little specials every day, and those awesome boosts. And typically they're different. You got different discounted lines on different players. So diversify your funds, spread them out so that you can get the most bang for your buck. And on top of all of that, you get a free 30 days per sign up. So you can get a quite literally a half a year for absolutely free if you sign up for every single app, 30 days per app. Just send the proof to that number below, and I'll send you over a code for that free 30 days. And I would recommend hurrying up because we got an absolute banger for the Super Bowl. It's going to be an amazing weekend. Once again, we get a great UFC Fight Night card as well. And you can get all of those plays right there at that big, beautiful golden W. I drop bonus free plays every day, cheat sheets every single day. We're about to sweep going 4-0 in the NBA on the lotto lay where I picked every single game and who was going to win 4-0. It was absolutely beautiful. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But before we talk about anything else, I gave that away for free, by the way. But before we talk about anything else, make sure that you know gambling involves significant risk. I thought that just came inherently with the word gambling, but I have to say it. It involves significant risk. There's no guarantees of profit, and you can lose some or all of your money. Don't bet all your money. The content in this video is for informational, educational, entertainment purposes only and does not constitute financial or legal advice. Hopefully you're entertained. Past performance is not indicative of future results. We are not responsible for any losses that may occur as a result of using the information provided here. Viewers must be 18 or older or legal age in their jurisdiction to gamble. If you have a gambling problem, please seek help. Responsible gambling resources down below to include 1-800-GAMBLER in the United States. This video does contain affiliate links. They're all right in front of you. I do receive a commission made through those links. Great way to support the channel. You get some free green. I get some free green. We're all just greening out. It's a amazing time over here with sports betting with Ape. So without further ado, let's dive into the recap, and then we'll dive into the plays, and then we'll talk about the sports books. Let's Have a day. And if you're one of those guys who gets annoyed about the recap, go on ahead. There's a bar at the bottom of the video for you. You can skip ahead to the plays. You can miss out on everything that we're doing in premium and in the free play. You can just come here for the plays, lock them in, and go on about your merry day. But you don't need to tell me in the comments that I talk too much. I know I talk too much. But either way, the free play yesterday, Hornets minus 6.5. Now in the video it was 7, but it inevitably did drop that 0.5. We didn't have to worry about the push because I do think they won by just 7. So minus 6.5. I'm going to count that for you guys so that I can give away some money. And if you got it at 7, it might have pushed. But I loved it at 6.5 here. So that's what we locked it in on. And we greened that one out. Now for the 4-man, I'm just going to run through and show you everything I posted. No hiding anything here. On the 4-man, this is exactly what we locked in yesterday. LaMelo Ball is greened out. Constitute greened out. Joel Embiid is pending. He's slowing down a little bit. He started a little bit slow as well, even though the 76ers have been a very impressive lead and have scored a ton of points. He's only got 15. We need 10 more points in a quarter and a half. He could do it. It's 84-68 right now. Honestly, even though we have the 76ers to win, I'm hoping the Clippers kind of pull a little bit closer so that the 76ers have to keep the starters in the game so we can green out this pick. And then Alperen Sengun, he got his 10 rebounds. So 3 for 4 as of right now. We'll see what happens. Maybe we'll know by the time the video closes. And this is the 4 Monday Lotto lay that I sent out for absolutely free. The point cheat sheets also has Embiid 25, and then that one will sweep as well. Only 4 games, pretty easy. I actually like the 76ers and the Grizzlies to win, but I got a little bit nervous with the Grizzlies going up against the Timberwolves, so we plussed it up a little bit. Still a great payout on this 4-team play. So we took Grizzlies 15.5, didn't need it at all. They ended up winning the game. 76ers, I got a little bit nervous as well with the Clippers. They've been playing very, very good, but like I said in yesterday's video, after playing that hard-fought battle against the Suns, I still like the 76ers to win. So we took them. We gave them a little bit of extra points there. Doesn't look like anyway that we'll need those at all. They're up by like 15 to 20 points right now. So that one should cash. Everything looks great on that one. An easy little 3x play for you guys on this Monday for absolutely free. All you got to do is go over to Winible. You get those bonus free plays. And this was our, I guess you'd call it a ladder play, but I wanted to do something a little bit different. I want people to take money because listen to me. When you see ladder plays on social media and someone goes 10 for 10, that's pretty much luck. The name of the game in sports betting is to be profitable over time. Going 10 for 10, yes, he might have done very, very well. But honestly, ladder plays are really just clickbait. And I'm not here for clickbait. I don't really care about clickbait. I didn't know what else to call it but ladder. So that's what we called it. But we're going to not be an idiot, and we're going to take profits as we go. We were on day 4 or 5. I skipped Sunday because I didn't like the slate. I think this is day 5. It would have been 156 to like 300, but instead what we did is we took $100 right out. We started with 25. We took 100 out, so everybody's already up $75. We put 56.84 on this play, and it might actually pay off that we didn't go all in on this one because Joel Embiid is only at 15 points with a quarter and a half left. Hopefully he gets there and we cash this one. If he doesn't, it'll be our only loss on the day in premium. So I'm hoping he pulls through for us because we had Stephen F. Austin plus 10.5, Sacramento Slate plus 7.5. A lot of times, like I said, I like the teams to win, but I get a little bit skeptical of my own research on certain plays, and this was one of them. Stephen F. Austin, I like them to win against McNeese. They did 67-60. I like Sacramento State to beat Weber State, and they are currently right now with 2 minutes left in the game. They're up 94-80. So you could have just taken the money line. I don't recommend it. I recommend if you're in premium, lock these in exactly how I put them out. And then we had the Rockets. This was the big play of the day. My unit size is 1,000. Everybody knows that that's in premium. So bet accordingly with the dollar amounts you see. I put $850 on that Austin and Sacramento State parlay. We put 1,500, so 1.5 units on the Rockets Kansas plus 9.5. I absolutely loved that play. Got a little bit nervous in that Rockets Pacers games because the Pacers were playing very, very good, but the Rockets inevitably did cash out. I had a lot of people second guessing me on that one, not on here, but on the Lotto lay just because Kevin Durant was out, but I still like the Rockets to get it done. And then we had Bethune Cookman on the money line there. So That'll be a 3-0 sweep for premium. And then our only play, if Embiid does not get it together, he's at 17 points now. So he's getting closer, inching closer. Hopefully we have a 4-0 sweep. If not, we'll go 3-1, cashing all 3 of the sportsbook plays and losing our 1 player prop play. Now, typically in premium, I try to do like 3 of each, but there was only 4 games in the NBA and we did not want to reach. So we only did 1 player prop play on the day today. So that's why you only saw 1 player prop play, because I just didn't want to reach, didn't really love everything that I was seeing on the player prop department today. But tomorrow, Tuesday, we have a full slate, great slate of games. There'll be more player props in premium, more bangers on the books as well. But that's what we do just about every single day. We haven't had a losing day. I mean, I guess you could count Sunday, even though, like I said in yesterday's video, when I posted the plays to premium, I said I don't really like the slate. I wanted to give you guys something, and we ended up losing by like 1 point in 1 game, so we didn't hit the play. But Saturday we made like, I think it was 12, 13 units on the UFC card and in college basketball, and we haven't had a losing day besides, I guess, like I said, you can count Sunday. But before that, the last losing game was the Bears game in the playoffs. We have been on an absolute burner. It's going to keep on going, and we got the Super Bowl this Sunday. Love what I'm seeing. I'm waiting for a little bit more line adjustment in that game if and when we get that, but we'll have that out. I'll probably even give that play away for free, and then I got a play that I absolutely love, and I put $50,000 on because we go big in big spots. $50,000 bet for the Super Bowl, and you can get it for pretty much dirt cheap. I mean, you can get it for free if you go on ahead and sign up with my code on the app. But if you want in for just the Super Bowl play, we sold out of the 2026 year pass. You can go ahead and get the Super Bowl from data purchase to the Super Bowl, and you get every play from now until then, all the Super Bowl plays as well for just $50. It's basically free because you're going to make all of that back in profit. So go on in, grab a Super Bowl pass, get a week pass, weekend pass, whatever you want. But I recommend the Super Bowl pass because you get a little bit more bang for your buck. Weekend pass is $57. You'll get all of that as well, but you'll get a few extra days with the Super Bowl pass. I just want as many of you guys in there eating with us as possible. So I recommend the Super Bowl pass right now. If you just want to dip your feet in, see what's up, and see what we do in premium. If you don't believe what I showed you, even though I just showed you everything behind the scenes of what premium receives, if you still don't believe it, you can get this pass, dip your feet in, and then I have no doubt that you will go and grab a bigger pass because we are just that good over here. So that's what we have for that. Let's get into the player prop plays. I absolutely love what I'm seeing on the board for Tuesday. I didn't adjust any of these lines, so I want to put that out now. If you want this play to be a little bit safer, go ahead and knock them down a little bit. The payout will still be good. But these 4 plays are my probably 4 favorite players on the day for Tuesday to have big games. So we're going big with them. And like I said, adjust them down if you get a little bit nervous. But here they are. Let's talk about them, break them down, and get into it. Player prop number 1, I absolutely love Jaylen Brown to go off on Tuesday. He's playing a pretty bad Dallas Mavericks. They're banged up. They have no defense at all. Cooper Flagg is their only little bright, shining star on that team. But other than that, they are hot garbage. And I think the Boston Celtics are going to roll in there and have a day. Now, as you can see here, he's done this in 7 of his last 10 games, averaging that 41.8. So his line is set right at his 10-game average here, and I do not care. I'm still taking it. Now, as for the defensive matchup, points allowed 20th in the NBA, 27th in rebounds, 14th in that assist category there. We break it down to small forward. Now, they do defend a little bit better against that small forward position, but I still think Jaylen Brown's a bit of an outlier at that position, so I'm not worried about that at all. And then we got rebounds 14 and assists 29th. I honestly see him getting probably 30 to 35 points in this game, 10 rebounds, and then 6 to 10 assists as well. I think he has a wide range where he could go over this line, so I want to keep all 3 of those together. Love him at 41.5. If you wanted to knock it down, I wouldn't go any lower than 35 because I honestly don't see him going under 40 at all. Now, the head-to-head data, a little worrisome, but that's all the way back last year where he only got 36 and 32. This is a different Dallas team. This is a team that is not put together. I mean, they are just abysmal this season. They We all know what they did last year, trading Luka, and then with everybody getting banged up, Anthony Davis, he's played like 4 games for Dallas. The GM there, Nico, got fired. They're just in shambles right now. I think the Celtics are going to come in town and just do pretty much whatever they want. I love Jaylen Brown on this team. He's really shining this year without Jason Tatum. Now, obviously, Tatum is a very, very good basketball player, but Jaylen Brown has stepped up, filled in the role of the elite best player on the team, and I think he's going to be the elite best player on the court on Tuesday, and we love him to go off. So I'm taking him here for over 41.5. I like him for about 45 to 46 in this matchup, so love the 42 that we're getting here. Jaylen Brown over 41.5 PRA. Next, the Miami Heat are hosting the Atlanta Hawks, and I love Bam Adebayo in this matchup. The center position does pretty well against the Hawks, and just overall, the Hawks are 24th, 26th, and 22nd in all respective categories. We're taking Bam over 35.5 PRA. This is set, again, at his 10-game average. He's had three games in a row where he has not gone over this line. Head-to-head data, 0. He hasn't done it yet. To not include this season. All of those games were from last season. So once again, take those with a grain of salt. A little bit different Hawks team. I honestly don't know if the Heat are going to win this game. They are favorited slightly in this matchup. The Atlanta Hawks have been playing some good basketball, but I like that for this play even more because that means that this game is going to be close. Bam's going to have to step up. I like him to get over probably 12, 13 rebounds, score about 25 points. So I honestly think that assists will just be a little sprinkle on top. He'll get 3 to 4 of those and go well over this number. I like him honestly for about 40 PRA in this matchup. Think he's going to have a great game. Now, the under-over in this game is the highest on the slate on Tuesday, 239.5. Like I said, they're 4.5 point favorites. Now, I wouldn't be mad at you if you wanted to pay attention here and took the Hawks plus 4.5. I think they could cover that. I do think that's a little bit wide for this game for as far as everything I'm seeing. That is not the official free play at the end, but I do think the Hawks are going to keep it close. And like I said, I like that for this play because that means Bam is going to have to stay on the court and ball out. And I think that's exactly what he's going to do. As you can see down below, there are some red X's here, but they've all had some pretty good numbers, and I think Bam's better than every single one of those centers that is listed down here. So I love him to do it. He's also hasn't exceeded at home in 15 of his last 19 games, so that is not on our side, but like I said, I love this matchup. I don't care what that says. I don't care if all these bars were like green or red. I like that there's a couple greens, that he's done it in 5 of his last 10, but I still wouldn't care. I love the matchup. Love the way Bam's been playing. He's fallen short in his last 3 games, just barely, all against Chicago, and I think he's going to go up against the Hawks and have a day, get a little bit of revenge because Chicago does have a decent big man, and Atlanta just honestly doesn't. So I think he's going to have an absolute field goal on the boards and just laying them back in to get the points and then sprinkle on those assists, and we clear this line. So we like Bam Adebayo here over 35.5 PRA. Next, we have Luka Doncic over 49.5 PRA. I think he's going to do it again. He did it in his last 2 games, and I think he's going to be a little bit bitter that the Knicks won that game, even with his sensational performance of 53 PRA. He's averaging 50.7 over his last 10 games. He does have some red bars here on the screen, but those were some pretty good matchups. Now he's going up against the Brooklyn Nets. I honestly just, a lot of this is just the fact that they lost to the Knicks, and I see him taking it out on the other New York team. The Brooklyn Nets don't stand a chance against Luka Doncic. They are 25th in the NBA in assists allowed, 8th in rebounds, and 13th in points allowed. But then we break it down to the point guard position. The 7th in points, which does that really matter for Luka? No, it does not. He's still going to get 30 no matter what. And then 14th in rebounds, 26th in assists. So I can see him getting a triple-double in this game. I can see him going well over 50. I like him for about 55 to 57 PRA in this matchup. Absolutely love it. Luka, the best player in the NBA, is going to take us home on this one. So we're taking him over 49.5. We're not overthinking this at all. If, like I said, if you want to overthink it and knock it down a little bit, go on ahead. But we're taking him right at 49.5. I think by the time this one closes, it's going to go up to like 51.5. So go on ahead and lock this one in now at 49.5. I absolutely love that line. And last but not least, we're playing the hot hand here. Now, you can go ahead and take Brunson for points because he just had a bad showing against the Lakers, and I think he's going to get right in this game against the Wizards. But I think that just statistically and just what I've been seeing lately, and on top of that, the fact that the Washington Wizards do struggle a little bit more to that shooting guard position than all the other positions. 28th in points allowed, 29th in assists allowed. He's done it in 3 in a row. I just love Josh Hart in this matchup. Think this matchup is made for him to shine, and he has been shooting the ball lights out. He's gotten 22, 20, and 20 in his last 3 games. I think he's going to get over 17.5 in points alone. I like him for 20 points once again. And then when you factor in those assists to a guy like Brunson, it should easily go over. I like him for like 25 to 28 points and assists in this matchup. 17.5 is laughably low, especially when you factor in the opponent's matchup here and their category rankings in this one. So love Josh Hart. Love this way he's playing right now. Just averaging 18.2 over his last 10 with those 3 great games back to back to back. And I think he's going to go for 4 in a row here. He's only done it in a total of 4 of his last 10. A lot of red bars there in the middle. Close, sniffing to that 17.5 line, but just not quite getting over it. But I like him to get over it on Tuesday. And you can lock all of these in for absolutely free. And the app I recommend you do that for, especially if you want to knock these down a little bit, is Sleeper. Use code FFAPE. You'll get that free $20, $100 deposit match. And on top of all of that, one of the best things that you're going to get is something like Jalen Brunson to score 1 point. You'll get a free pick when you sign up with code FFAPE, so you can add it to this play, make it a 5-man, increase the payout. The payout on this, if you don't adjust it, is already going to be fantastic. It's probably going to be like an 8x, 10x play. So go ahead, get that free pick, get it up to like a 12x, and call it a day. That's what we got for the player prop department. Let's get on over to the sports books. Love what I'm seeing on this one. Love the data behind the scenes that I'm seeing. And it's in college basketball. Let's talk about it and break it down. And just a little update here. Joel Embiid's at 20 points. And they are up 100 to 87, as you can see, and they got a whole other quarter. So I honestly think he's probably going to get about 6 to 8 points in this quarter. Love that for us. They're only up 13, which is definitely within range for the Lakers to still be competitive. So I like the 76ers to keep their guys in and keep the pressure on. So love that. Hopefully we sweep everything and to include yesterday's video. So let's go Embiid. Let's get those 5 points for us so we can say that we swept and we can green out. I love making you guys money, so I'll be a little upset if he does fail us on our 4-man there. But everything else, absolutely beautiful. We'll see what he does. For Tuesday, this comes in college basketball. We got USC taking on Indiana. Late game here, 10 o'clock. And honestly, everything that I'm seeing is all the money is on Indiana. The line has shifted tremendously, though. USC started off as the underdog. They are now the favorite. Now that -1.5 is still plus money, which is a little bit concerning. The +1.5 for Indiana is holding strong there at that -122. We'll see what happens with that. But USC has been playing great basketball. Indiana's known for basketball. They seem like they're a football school now. I don't know, maybe with the way Signetti turned that program around. But this is basketball. USC has been playing lights out. I love the product they're putting on the court. I think they're going to keep the pressure on. This under-over total is one of the highest on the entire day. I think it's going to be a back-and-forth game. I think it's going to be a bit of a sweaty game as well. So if you wanted to stay away or juice this one, go on ahead, like I said. But I like what I'm seeing in all the behind-the-scenes action here with the way the lines are moving and where the money's going. So all the money on Indiana would normally mean that they would actually be like a -200, but the books are switching it up. And that typically means that all the public is on the wrong side like they always are. So we love USC on Tuesday, and we're taking them straight up money line, -115. I'm putting $100 on that play, and one of you will win $86. I'll round that up to 90. Oh, that reminds me. I got to give away some money in this video. I almost forgot. Let's see who won. All right, we got the link loaded up, but before we do that, that last play on the Sportsbook, you can lock that in for free. You can use code FFAPE on ONYX, and you can get a $15 for free. Then when you deposit 10, you get that $100 in bonus bets. It's an amazing promotion, one of the best on the market. And you get, what's that? $125, and you only came out of pocket 10. So amazing, amazing. Take advantage of that. Lock that play in with that free money and send me the proof so that I can give you that free 30 days of premium. Now let's see exactly who won the free $90 from yesterday's video. Yuki Banks. Yes, let's go this week. We're about to pick the best games. Well, we did. We swept just about everything. We're waiting for Embiid to close us out. You just won $90. Hit up my cell phone down there, down below. It is my cell phone. I'll get back to you and send me your Cash App or whatever, Venmo, whatever you want your $90 sent to, and I'll send you the winnings. Now, let's pick one more winner. We'll go on ahead and pick one more to win a free week. Marcus Cozano. Siakam is crazy. Laugh my ass off. Don't know what that means. Maybe the way I say his name. Yeah, dude, I suck at names. But you just won a free week. So hit me up down below. Get your free week, which will give you all of the plays for the Super Bowl. Thank you guys so much for your time. So all I got for you in this video. We'll be back again, greening out more slips on Wednesday. So make sure you're subscribed so you do not miss that drop.